What's going on, y'all? Back with another one at the divisional round predictions. Last week, 4-2. Very interesting week. Some very exciting matchups this week. I think we could say 3 sleeper matchups. Texans, Ravens, Packers, Niners, and Bucks, Lions. You know, all have potential to be upsets. Will be very interesting. We'll start with the Texans versus the Ravens. I know who I want to pick, but you know, being a Texans fan, I can't be biased. Marlon was out the first matchup. First matchup was a long time ago. So Texans and the Ravens played week 1. But let's actually pull that up real quick. They got shut down. At this point, there was really no offensive chemistry. I don't think we knew what to expect as far as really much of anything. Damian Pierce was a starting running back. Now he's not. CJ Stroud, his first official start. I say a big difference here probably is Tank Dell. Hopefully Noah Brown is healthy, but Tank Dell not being there will be a difference. But they have played pretty well without Tank Dell. And it's not like Tank Dell went crazy in this game. He only had 3 receptions for 34 yards. On the Ravens side, I mean, of course, they're a different team as well. 169 for Lamar, 1 interception. They really do a lot. 3 rushing touchdowns, no passing touchdowns. Texans have been pretty good against the run this year. Lamar Jackson is really an X factor in this matchup, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like either, like, with him being the chess piece that he is, being a dual threat, the elite of elites when it comes to dual threat quarterbacks, it's kind of tough. I don't know, man. They're gonna have a really good game plan defensively and execute it as well. But with all honesty, I don't know where to go with this. Both of these teams are much better than they were week 1. We are a long way from September. At home, the Ravens are 6-3 this year. It's a pretty good record. Away, they're 7-1 this year. That's even better. So I think I would be a little bit more nervous if they were playing in Houston. Texans on the road this year are 4-4. Not terrible, but definitely not great. Of course, not great. It's not a losing record. They're 500 on the road. So I mean, they have an even shot. Honestly, bro, if I be transparent right now, I'm leaning towards the Ravens. That's just what my head says. But I believe this is a 50-50 type game. I do believe the Texans can take this. But my head says Ravens just because they're the more, I want to say, experienced team. I know the Ravens are in a top-tier passing offense. They rank the lower half of the league. So they're below average passing offense. Lamar is pretty efficient though. He doesn't turn the ball over too much. So I mean, like, we know that's not their bread and butter. If the Texans can come up with a good scheme, they can slow them down. Now let's go to rushing offense. The Ravens have the best rushing offense in the NFL. If we look at run offense, we know Texans have not been an elite run offense this year. They have had some balanced games. The offense does look balanced to me at times, even though the run game is not explosive. They rank in the bottom half. They are below average as a rush offense, but I know that they're a pretty good pass offense. I don't think I have to look at that. Against the pass, the Texans are not great. Technically one of the bottom 10 worst passing defenses. I do think this defense has changed over the season. Adding pieces, taking out pieces. You know, they signed Desmond King within the last few weeks of the season. They signed Kareem Jackson within the last few weeks of the season. There have been changes in the secondary. Do I think that they are a terrible secondary? I don't. I think they're solid. But, I mean, you know, numbers are numbers. The Ravens pass defense, one of the better. They are a top 10 pass defense. Let's check the run defense. But Texans can throw the ball well. Ravens have a good pass defense. Ravens can run the ball well. And let's see where we stand here. And Texans have a top 10 run defense. The counters here are very interesting. Ravens have a solid run defense. They're average. Trying to think, man. Let's do it. Now, I'll give my logic behind this. I know the Ravens are not the Browns. I know they're not the Browns, but there is film there. This is a rematch. Texans got blown out by the Browns significantly. I understand Stroud wasn't there, but there is film there. I'm leaning towards that. They did a great job going over everything that the Browns did and exploiting it and executing on it. I think they could repeat it versus the Ravens. Do I think this will be a game like the Browns? No, I don't. Do I think the Texans can lose this game? I do. I don't think anybody. I think majority pick will go to the Ravens. I'm gonna say there is possibly 15% bias here. I'm gonna put like 15%. I ain't gonna say a lot, but I'm gonna roll with Houston. We got Green Bay versus the 49ers. Green Bay, very, very surprising team this year. Okay, so what I want to see is the Packers schedule and see how they played against good defenses this year. I can't say the Packers have played a great defense this year. The Chiefs have a solid defense in my opinion. I think they're underrated. The Packers on the road this year are 4-5, so they're under 500. The Niners at home this year are 5-3, so winning record, but crazy. The Niners record away is 7-2. Packers have a shot against a solid defense like the Bucks. Jordan Love went 284 for 2 touchdowns. Against the Chiefs, 267, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Kind of like the Bears defense, especially how they play towards the end of the season. Oh, he went 316 for 2 touchdowns on them. That run game, having a balanced run game helps them out so much. If Aaron Jones can keep that up, oh my gosh, man, they gotta their chances jump up by a lot more. 228, 1 touchdown against them, no picks. I don't know, man. Love got me feeling positive right now about him. Let me see how the 49ers did against solid quarterbacks this year. So I don't doubt that Love will have a decent game, win or lose. I think what the Niners are going to have to do clearly in order to get this dub is force Love to turn over the ball. Ooh, they got crushed by Lamar. So I don't know. The Ravens are just different, bro. I don't know. They different, man. Eagles been struggling. Oh, Hurts did 298, 1 to. Oh no, that's bad. 26 for 45. Oh, they played Burrow. They played Joe. Okay, they got beat by Burrow. But I mean, Jordan Love can play to a Joey B level, but I mean, it's not like it's consistent this year. Passing offense, Niners are top 10. The Packers are above average, about to above average. Niners are a top 3 rushing offense. The Packers are about average, but I think the Packers can turn it on, bro. So I'm not gonna put that against them. Niners pass defense and Packers pass defense are slightly. Niners have a top 3 rush defense, and the Packers rush defense is a bottom 5 rush defense. Seeing that, like how polar that is, would it be in a tough matchup? I feel like that would lean me towards picking the Niners in this one. The goal for them would be you want to control the game, keep the ball out of Love's hands, and you want to force Love into creating turnovers. Bucks and Lions. I like the Bucks. Tough, gritty team. Iffy team. You don't really know what to expect from them. You don't really know how to assess them. They can run the ball well at times, and they cannot be, not be all there at times. It depends. Wow. Lions home anyway have been pretty good this year. They will be playing at home, so they're 6-2 at home. The Buccaneers have a winning record away, which is 5-4. Still a winning record. I want to see the Buccaneers against solid quarterbacks. We've seen this here already. I think Jordan Love played pretty well, but they got the win, so that is important. I like Garner a little bit. I like Garner Mitchell a little bit. See how he did. 251-0. Brock did 333, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Trevor 211, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. I would take Goff over Trevor right now, so See how that did against Stroud, CJ. Oh my gosh. They played a few they played this year. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, perfect. Goff 353, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Ooh, now this is a huge factor here. Amon-Ra went off, but there's no Jahmyr Gibbs here. Whether Gibbs missed that game or wasn't in a rotation at that time, different run game. Totally different run game now. Baker 206, 0 touchdowns, 1 pick. Man, okay. I'm kind of leaning towards, what week was this? I'm leaning towards Detroit a lot, especially seeing that they played without Jahmyr Gibbs. If we look at the offenses, to just go off of memory, save some time, the Lions have a good run offense. They have a solid pass offense, pretty good at times. And I feel like that this wouldn't tell the whole season because, again, Jahmyr Gibbs did start taking over later in the season. But they have a pretty balanced offense right now, and both aspects of their offense are pretty good. The Bucks, I think they're balanced as well, but the consistency is the issue for them. They have a good run game and they have a good pass game, but it's about them both being consistently good. That's where it's not there, Ooh, so Lions and Bucks both are in the bottom 4 in passing offense this year. Bucks have a top 5 rush defense. Ooh, the Lions have a number 2 rush defense? What? I didn't know that. So, Detroit. These two teams pass defense clearly is not going to be good. So, we could have that type of game. All right, y'all. We got the matchup. This is the most difficult one, in my opinion. Bills versus Chiefs. Oh, the Bills are playing at home. Okay. So, the Bills are 7-2 at home this year. The Chiefs are 6-2 on the road this year. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be an interesting matchup, bro. Oh, was this that game with the touchdown that didn't count? Travis Kelce had a pretty good game. It's been a while since we've seen Travis have a good game. Rashid's breakout has been really good. So Rashid did good against them. Mahomes 271, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Josh Allen 233, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Man, the production was very, very similar from the two. No Pacheco in this game. I ain't gonna lie, man. Pacheco's a difference maker. I like both of these defenses. I like both of these offenses. Both of these teams' offensive lines are the best 2 pass blocking offensive lines in the league. Bills have allowed the least sacks. Chiefs have allowed the second least sacks. Chiefs have 57 sacks on the season. Bills have 54. Some identical numbers there on the defensive side as well. Chiefs have a top 5 passing defense this year. Bills are number 6. Some identical numbers, man. Very, very close. Kind of crazy. Both teams pretty close to mid in a rush defense category. Without even having to look at stats, we know the type of teams that they are offensively. I feel like numbers don't really even tell the story. Both teams have productive running backs. Both teams have productive receivers. Whether they show up every game or not, they have some productive guys. Both teams have all-star quarterbacks. Honestly, I think with Pacheco back, that might make a difference. So I'm gonna roll with the Chiefs. I think it's gonna be a close game. I think the Bills are capable of beating them. It's one of those matchups, man, where it's pretty close to 50-50. You got to pick one. So I think this is what I'm gonna rock and roll with. The Ravens can easily beat the Texans. I don't wish a blowout, but I think the Ravens are capable of it. I think they are, but I think the Texans are capable of pulling it off. All these teams are capable of beating each other. It's gonna be a tough week. I hope we get nothing but good games. Honestly, I don't want to see a single blowout this week. I really don't. I want to see all good games. I want to see Texans cook with the play calling, offensively and defensively. I want to see Lamar play a chess match and that defense be stout. I want to see Jordan Love dice up the Niners defense, but the Niners retaliate and run all over them, and CMC and Elijah Mitchell have great games, and Debo have a great game. The Buccaneers, I mean, both of these defenses are pretty terrible statistically against the pass, so we can just see air raid all day, hopefully high scoring game. And then Chiefs Bills, I mean, I see that being low scoring personally. I think these two teams they're gonna tough it out. It's gonna be a gritty matchup, a very gritty matchup. But we're gonna see, man. Y'all let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I appreciate y'all. Hit that like button. Apologies again for the wild card games not dropping. Just YouTube blocked them. I'm gonna try this week. I'm definitely gonna try. So hit the like button, subscribe, stay tuned, stay blessed.